What's up, guys? Moon Mike here with you on this day. What day is today? I think it's like Friday? Pretty sure today's Friday. So I'm trying something new. Normally I record this with the rear-facing camera, and I just kind of, hope for the best. Today I decided to try with the front-facing camera, so I can actually see myself, like, talking. So far, it's driving me a little crazy, especially because, excuse me, I can I'm not used to looking at the little corner. I'm used to knowing exactly where to look because it's the only thing that I can see on the back of the car. And car? Phone. And also, I can see it if it kind of focuses or if it goes out of focus. You feeling all right, kitty? I think one of my cats isn't feeling too well. Found a little present. Middle of the floor. Not cool. Mittens? Pretty sure that's mittens. Oh, the noise you're hearing in the background is a game installing. So if you keep hearing, my bad. Wanted to see if I could play a game before work. Yeah. So, wow. Some eagle-eyed viewers may be noticing that I am wearing a hat today. That's because yesterday, Kick-Ass Kale and I went to the beach, and I had to get a hat because I had forgotten just how much I sweat when I don't have any hair. And so got a bandana, and a hat. Bandana to soak up the sweat, the hat to kind of keep the sun off of me as much as possible. Also hurt my hand, but apparently not as bad as I thought. So there's that. That's pretty awesome. But it's a very comfortable hat, and personally, I like the way it looks on me, so I decided I'd wear it. Mittens, get away from that. I get nervous when my cats go near my game systems because, especially with Mittens, he has, how do I put this? A freakishly strong tail. Okay, so you know how there's some dogs where when they get really excited, you have to watch out for their tail because if it hits your leg, it feels like someone's taking one of those mini baseball bats and just flop, 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 flop. That's what his tail is like. And he's a cat. I don't know how it works either. I've literally never felt a cat's tail as strong as his. And he's, more than once, and he also, he doesn't control it. It'll just be but more than once, he's been walking by my Xbox, and his tail's, spazzed out and hit the power button. Or the disc eject button. Which, for obvious reasons, is a little annoying. But at the same time, I don't hold it against him because, it seems like he can't control it. Something wrong with my cats. Plus, I can't stay mad at a cat. My head doesn't work that way. Wow, now I remember why I haven't vaped this in a while. This coil is burned. At least I think it is. Yep. And spit back galore. Always fun. One of the other reasons why I decided to do it with the front-facing camera is some of the times I try and keep my videos between, excuse me, between like 25 and 30-ish minutes. Normally I'm just guessing because I can be a little bit scatterbrained and forget to like set a time. Excuse me. And forget to set a timer or something on my watch. So once I start, I really have no idea when to finish. And that started driving me a little crazy, so I decided to switch it up. Hopefully the quality doesn't suffer much, if at all. If I remember right, I was recording in like 1080p with the rear camera. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I've also been watching I've been watching YouTubers lately, and it makes me really want to like make this a thing, because I think I could do pretty well at this, but I don't have like the equipment or the time or stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe someday, hopefully. Yeah, all I can really do is hope, but until then I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. Which is not do the do. As a matter of fact, if anyone out there right now, right this second, is drinking a Mountain Dew, I want you to do something. Do something for me. Throw it away right now. Mountain Dew. Oh, I haven't really enjoyed Mountain Dew in years? Question mark. I know recently I did the taste test for the I don't even remember what it was. The Trio Dew. What's happened? The Mountain Dew. I don't even remember what it was called now. The one with the 3 flavors of Dew in once. It was like all America. That was the first time I've had Mountain Dew in a long time. Basically, what happened was, when I was working for Comcast, especially during the... Mittens, what are you doing? Mittens, psst, scat, shoot, psst, psst, psst. Such a spaz. When I was working for Comcast in the summer, energy was at a premium. And here's one of the reasons why I get annoyed when people, now I know I wasn't a huge fan of the Verizon techs that came and installed my stuff. However, here's the thing. I still looked at them as human beings. It was a hot day, and I told them both to grab a water on their way out. Because here's the thing. During the summer, if you are not a cable tech, and you're not like a roofer or a HVAC installer, or something along those lines, you have no idea what hell is. And here's why. Hell is going into someone's attic in the middle of July where there's no ventilation and the heat index is 115. And I mean hell quite literally. Like, you step there, it feels like you're going to die. Like, immediately, sweat starts dripping off of you. Even when I had hair. Just dripping. Like, more than once, there was a steady stream. Not a drip, drip, drip. But I mean, like, if I wiped my face, it would go... Like, I'd... Baby Ty, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop that. What are you doing? You're weird. No. What? You're shaking the camera. Yes, you. I get no respect. None. I think Psyduck may have to freak him out.
Psyduck? Psy?
Get off the thing. Sorry about that. That was my best impression of a Psyduck. From you.
Hey, get away! Shoot! Psst.
From years ago watching the Pokemon show. I don't like that they're trying to outsmart me. Well, no, I don't like that they're succeeding. Anyway, hell, yeah, you go into an attic like that, and, like, I swear to God, in under 10 minutes, you will feel like you're going to pass out. The reason you feel like that is because you're about to pass out. Like, I can't describe it. I've been to Egypt. I've been to Florida. Like, I have never in my life felt heat like this. Like, outside of someone's attic. Because it's the heat, it's the humidity, there's no breeze. It is bad. Anyway, so, quick thing, especially if you have an attic and a cable tech goes up there, like, for real, I know I joke a lot, and I know I mess around a lot, but in all seriousness, like, check on them, stay at the bottom of the steps or whatever, give them a water, or better yet, a Gatorade, because they're gonna need it. Like, every summer that I was working, there was at least one cable tech that was in a crawl space or an attic and ended up dead. Because of, like, the amount of heat. And, yeah. And there were people that didn't care. Like, I don't think they saw us as human beings. Because we could be literally, like, drenched. Like, I'd be wearing a gray shirt like this one, right? And down to here would just be soaked. Even more in the back. And no water, nothing. At that point, it's not like, oh, well, I shouldn't have to give them water. It's a basic human thing. Like, I know some people are probably going to say, well, you should have Gatorade in your truck and blah, blah. Okay, but what if we're running behind and we can't take a couple of minutes to go out to our truck? It happens. Anyway, just, if you're in that line of work, take care of yourself, stay hydrated. If you have someone in your house working for you in that line of work, just keep an eye on them. Because here's the thing, I get that some people, especially it seemed in the richer areas, didn't see us as human beings. But we are. And I don't want people to realize that that's a real human being because they died. That would just be a all-around shitty situation. Anyway, back to energy. As you could probably imagine, especially if you're athletically inclined or have been in the past, or rather ever had a job like that, being dehydrated, rehydrating, dehydrated, rehydrating, or just straight up being dehydrated, that tires you out like crazy. Like, I won't say it's dangerously tired, but it's like, ooh. Like, you'll get into your truck, you'll start it, you'll turn on the AC, and you just won't want to move. So, to counteract that, Red Bull, however that was, still is, kind of expensive. So, next best thing, Mountain Dew. Discounting like NOS full throttle, all of those, because they're still kind of expensive. whatever. Mountain Dew. I drank a lot of Mountain Dew to keep myself awake, to cool myself down. I drank it in addition to like water and stuff because carbonated beverages actually dehydrate you further. Pro tip: if you're really thirsty, don't drink something carbonated. Drink water or Gatorade or something. Just putting that out there. Dr. Mike, what up? Not a real doctor. Not a doctor. Don't sue me. Don't take my advice, but don't take it as a medical professional because I'm not a medical professional. I'm not even a professional. Usually. I play one on YouTube. I'm sorry, that cracked me up. Anyway, so I drank a lot of Mountain Dew, and I started getting these headaches, like every day in the afternoon, and it lasted usually until like an hour or so after I got home, which was what threw me off because I'd come home, I'd take a shower, I'd get changed, and I'd chill. So I didn't know if it was just like the heat or what, but then someone told me that there was a chemical in Mountain Dew, and I can't remember which one it was, but it was one of the ones where it's like really long and you can't really pronounce it, and that one chemical was like only really in Mountain Dew, and it was surprisingly bad for you. Now, just to be clear, when someone starts talking about like aspartame and how it gives you cancer, well, bad example. About like, what is it, yellow number 5 that supposedly shrinks your balls or lowers your sperm count? Like, it's a food coloring. Like, I don't really subscribe to that. I'm not paranoid about stuff I eat. MSG, bring it on. I'll take extra MSG. Gluten, give me more. For every gluten molecule that someone doesn't eat, I'll eat 5. I love me some gluten. I don't even know what gluten is. I don't think most of the people that are gluten-free do. But anyway, that was to say I don't do like the fad things. But one of the things that this chemical could cause was headaches. So I went, huh. That's weird. Let me try cutting Mountain Dew out of my diet. So I cut Mountain Dew. I actually cut all sources of caffeine, and just went with Gatorade and water. And yeah, my headaches went away. Like completely. It was amazing. Now I know some people are gonna say, well, you also stopped drinking all the caffeine and also, for the record, I was sober at this point, so alcohol not an issue. But caffeine and soda and that was my impression of, yeah. Moving on. I did start drinking soda again, obviously. Including like caffeinated stuff like Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, that kind of stuff. And no issues. But then, one day, I was in my van, and I was really thirsty. Not like I'm going to die if I don't drink anything thirsty, but really thirsty, like I need something to wet my whistle. And so I started looking around, and the only thing I had in my van was a old bottle of, well, not old, like a couple-week-old bottle of Mountain Dew. And it wasn't too warm. So I figured, well, let me drink this, finish this job, and then go get something else to drink. So I drank Mountain Dew, went in to finish the job, and about 20 minutes later started to feel really bad. Like, headache, just kind of like slow. It was not a good feeling. And now granted, it could be like confirmation bias or whatever, but I do attribute that to the Mountain Dew. Again, I'm not saying like Mountain Dew is going to kill you. I'm not saying like this is something that happens to everyone. This is anecdotal at best, but this is my experience. Um, for me, I had to find alternative sources of energy, uh, which basically was anything but Mountain Dew. To this day, I still don't drink it. I really don't remember what that chemical was, but now I'm kind of curious. Might have to look it up and kind of put it in my next one, but again, I'm not a dietitian. Like I'm not a health nut. I'm in decent shape and I yeah, I have my experiences to go on. That's about it. Um yeah. So, personally, I say especially if you're having problems with headaches, if you drink Mountain Dew, cut it out. If you don't start Mountain Dew. Um, Jesus, this is starting to sound like a drug PSA. Mountain Dew, not even once. I don't even remember how I got onto this. Might have been the beach. Probably was. Anyway, so Kick-Ass Gayla and I went to the beach, hurt my hand, a little bit. Drove back. It was, oh, I won at putt-putt because I'm a boss. Then she kind of beat me at skee ball. But we're not going to talk about that. But then I ran the table, metaphorically speaking, on a like gun thing in an arcade. Like it was a shooting gallery type thing, the type of thing where normally they're rigged. Um, and I was getting perfect score after perfect score after perfect score, uh, which was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. And I won her a little stuffed animal thingy, um, which was fun. But God, that took a lot out of me. Um, like it's been like a year since I went swimming, even like really in the water, and I had completely forgotten about how like much that can wear you out. Like I'm actually sore, and I didn't do any hardcore swimming or anything. We were just like playing around in the water. Um, it's kind of like a roller skating or ice skating. It uses muscles that like you don't remember having. Hello, mittens. Um, and yeah, that plus a like, I think we spent a total of like 6 hours on the road. Uh, and all the walking because we also went to the Virginia Beach Aquarium. Um, oh God, yeah, tired me out. Not enough for me to really want Mountain Dew, but hey. Prior to that, I've just been. I don't even know. Like, I know I haven't made one of these in a while, but I can't even remember why. It's probably a bad sign. Mittens! Hey, buddy! Come here, Mittens! Come, hey, get on camera! Fatty. This is Mittens' freakishly strong tail. And yes, I'm aware that it looks kind of like a raccoon. Mittens, what are you doing? Cats are weird. Like, see, he's smacking me with his tail. What? What? Are you just... Like, do you... What do you do? No. Do you have control over this, Mittens? Like, are you just being an ass? I'm never sure because he's still a cat. He's quite possibly the sweetest cat I've ever met, but he's still a cat, which means at his core, he is still a raging asshat. Yeah, you don't get. Okay, maybe not. You're sweet. Come on. Psst, psst. Let me see if I can get him up here. Mittens. Hey, buddy. Come on over here. Ah, you see him? Okay. Well, you might see a little bit of Mittens. Mitt 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 Mitt, Mitt Romney? Hey! Look at this cute little guy. Nice profile shot. Along with his freakishly strong tail, he's also, well, don't look at me when I'm about to say it. Oh, whatever. He's also a tubby little guy. Aren't you, Mittens? But he is a sweetheart. He doesn't really, like, look as fat as he is, but he is. But he carries it very well. He's dense. Like, if cats could be physical things like elements and stuff or whatever, Mittens would be dark matter. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, but you are. You eat too much. You probably bully the other cats. I don't know. He's smart enough to not do it while I'm around. Stupid cat. Smart cat. Fat cat. Oh, God. So, yeah, beaches are fun. I'd forgotten, like, that they could be. Because my last experience at a beach was, hey now. Less than pleasant. Putting it mildly. What are you doing? Whatever. But this one definitely turns around, and you know, I'd definitely go back to a beach. I mean, I've got to, like, make sure I get lots of sunscreen on this. Which, oh yeah. Did that. What? You're distracting me from the people. He doesn't seem to care much. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's good to get out and like go do something for a day. Even if like the aquarium definitely was, well, let's go ahead and say it. It was really not impressive. If you want to go to an awesome aquarium, go to the Baltimore Aquarium or the one in Chicago. I think it's the Shed Institute. Those are awesome aquariums. This one wasn't bad, but like, okay, so here's my thing. If you're gonna have pictures of stuff, you should have those things able to be viewed, right? So if you got a picture of, I don't know, a hammerhead shark, you should have a hammerhead. Great white, have a great white. Mako, Mako. Thresher, Thresher. And so, would you? Tiger, yeah. Octopus, have an octopus. They did have an octopus, but the other sharks they didn't have. They had like a zebra shark and one other kind, and that was it. Which, I mean, when I go to an aquarium, that's kind of like the thing. Like either sharks or dolphins or something, but I hate dolphins. I hate dolphins. Dolphins are assholes. Seriously? Just Google dolphins are assholes. I'm not even going to tell you what you're going to find. Just Google dolphins are assholes, read it, and never be able to watch Free Willy again. Yeah. Go to like, what is it, SeaWorld? And watch the watch the trainers with the dolphins. You're gonna be like, no, no, you need to get out of the water now. Dolphins are assholes. But that being said, I noticed on the little thingy right there, I'm pointing at it, but it looks like I'm pointing way off to the side. So I'm gonna make it like I see the thing right there, even though it's right there. It just looks, yeah. Hey, on the camera, it's right there. That I've been going on for about 31 minutes now. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. For the love of God, share. Sharing is caring, people. Sharing is caring. If there's one thing that I've kind of talked about today, it's caring. So even Heisenberg is going to come over and possibly lecture, but I'm going to probably cut it off before then because he's slow moving. Yeah, share, oh, hello, Berg. Yeah, you heard it from him. Anything else to add, Heisenberg? Heisen? Okay. So yeah, sharing is caring, so please share. Comment if you have any comments, questions, stuff like that. And yeah, hopefully gonna start making these a little bit more regularly. So until next time, Moon Mike, out.